Hi guys, welcome back to another episode, and today we're making the pull-out drawer for our food storage. I really appreciate the love and support you guys have shown for my build videos, especially on the last video of my first road trip. And in case you haven't, why not consider subscribing and hit that notification icon so you're always notified when my latest video comes out. So I actually lucked out here because I had this piece of wood at the exact width of what I needed. So here's a look at the finished product, and as you can see we've got 3 storage bins. Now I checked the footage and I thought that I actually recorded the build for it, but apparently I never, or else I've lost it. So I'll go through what I've done with it. So there's 3 different storage bins, and as you can see what I've done is I've used, I think it's clear no-nails on the sides, around the bottom, and just to make sure everything was, you know, nice and tight, just so there was no gaps and all that stuff. Yeah, nothing's level. I just tried to make sure that they were matching width and length as best I could, because this was literally just the scraps I would have had left, but you know, you have to use what you've got. And as you can see on the bottom I've got the L-shaped brackets. To be honest, these were just on until the glue dried, but I ended up just leaving them on. And as you can see, like, even the back isn't even straight, but again, you're not even going to see that, so who cares. And for anybody that's wondering, this is the plywood I use, 6mm. And as you can see in the front, I just used a OSB board for an end plate and put a handle on it, stained it. And on the back of it, I've put a small piece of wood for the screws to go into, because I didn't want the screws coming through and then catching my hand when I'm putting food in or taking food out, so I put a wee bit of wood there. But yeah, this is the full storage box. Yeah, and I'm quite proud of it. It was an idea I had in my head at the start, and I thought, could I pull this off? But it's just a big rectangle box, split into 3, and then just shoved up the back of the van. And this is some footage from a trip that's coming out soon, and it's just to show you all the food in it. I think in the third storage box I've got boots in it that I was going to go walking in, but I never went to look. It's just to give you an idea of what it looks like with the food actually in the box. So I wanted to add this bit of footage in, as I've never discussed my solar panel or the installation. If I remember rightly, it was the only sunny, clear day we had in December, and I had about an hour of daylight, so I thought it would be a good idea to throw it on. To be honest, it was probably just impulsiveness and stubbornness. Very bad combination, because where I placed it was a good idea in my head, but I should have spent more time planning it, because I didn't take into account the roof rack I'm planning to add in the future. Also, where I placed the panel, the wires kept catching on the boot lid as well, so I had to move it. When I got back from Fife, as you can see, I took it off and left a bit of a mess. But I'll clean it in the summer when it's a bit more warm outside. And I pulled parts of the carpet and insulation away as well, just to check where to drill through when adding the panel later, but in honesty I'll probably drill the hole further in from the boot lid, as there was just more space and I just didn't want the wires catching on the lid again. But it's weird how things happen, because taking this panel off helped me figure out a massive problem later down the line. And it's a big one.